Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Pitts, and I am currently a sophomore at Metro Classical Arts High School. I decided to take part in the City Hall sit-in because I believe that our future can change depending on whether our accreditation is taken away. Getting seriously involved in this movement, I have yet to discover a good reason for what the state is trying to accomplish besides the destruction of my future. I don't want my future as well as others to end because of a bad judgment made by someone who doesn't really know what's going on in the St. Louis Public School District. Since I have so much to say, I became part of this movement, and I won't give up until we are assured that our future will not be negatively affected. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Brandy Blair, BrandyBlair. I am 18 years old, and I'm a senior at Solday International Studies High School. I came to City Hall to have my voice heard and support my fellow students. I want it to be known that we, the students, know what's going on and are trying to prevent it. If the St. Louis Public Schools lose their accreditation, this could affect my chance for scholarships and other students' chance of college acceptance. Mayor Francis Slay does not have any children in the St. Louis Public School District, which is one of the reasons he has a careless attitude. This will not only affect the present generations of students, but it will also affect future generations to come. This is why we are speaking now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alicia Emerson, ALICIAEMERSON, and I'm a student at Gateway Institute of Technology. Why am I here? I'm here for him, I'm here for her, I'm here for all of them. I'm here for every generation after mine. I'm here for me. I'm here to take action and stand up for what I believe is right. No one has forced me to take any of the actions that I have. I left school because I had to show that I'm serious and that I'm in complete control of my own destiny. The parents and adults that have been here through the duration of this whole ordeal have been here to simply support us in whatever action we take or decision we make. As a well-educated St. Louis Public School student, I do not find any fairness in taking away our district's accreditation. Not only will a large sum of high school graduates not be accepted on scholarships into the colleges of their choice, but dropout rates will skyrocket. Once they let students know that even with a high school diploma you have yet to accomplish anything, they will begin to question the reason they are in school. People continue to say to me that, well, maybe Francis Slay doesn't care because he has no kids in the St. Louis public school system, but he is our mayor and we are his kids. I'm not only speaking on behalf of the seniors because I know that the decision made at the DESE conference on Thursday, March 22nd will be a life-altering decision for me, upcoming high school graduates. I'm here because I want everyone to know that we are going to receive the best education possible and to let you all know that this will not be over until we are sure that we have done everything in our power to prevent this from happening.
Good afternoon. My name is Antonio Webb, AUNTONIOWEBB. I currently attend Roosevelt Senior High School where I'm a junior. I uphold a 4.0 GPA and I have been accepted to Mississippi State where I have a full ride 4-year scholarship. I am here to ensure that my future education is not at risk. I am also here to assist my fellow peers in our effort to overturn the decision of the state takeover. Yes, it is true that all students who graduate from high school do not pursue further education, whether it be college or some type of trade. But you cannot put everyone's future in a class with only a certain percentage because no two people are exactly the same. So I am here to fight to be recognized as an individual and not be categorized as if I were a minority or just another bad statistic. Thank you.
I'm really concerned about what's going on. If they choose to take away our accreditation, What will the kids in elementary and middle schools do when we might not be able to attend their desired college or university? What are these children going to do when our so-called mayor will take away their right to learn? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Asante. I attend Dewey International second grade ASANTE. My concern is, how do you not spend the money on our schools, but you spend the money on charter schools? My school's new walls and stair rails. The paint on our walls are damaged. Our school and other schools does not have a lot of money. I am not leaving until our demands will be met, because this is my education, not yours.
My name is Howard Hughes, Howard, Hughs. 4 of us are here before you to deconstruct the deconstruction of 3 different articles. My issue is with the Desi News release letter. My concern is about all of the words of uncertainty when we need certainty. Beginning with the title, Desi responds to St. Louis students' concerns with statements like, state education officials believe the fact that a school district is unaccredited should not. Higher education institutions typically consider. And lastly, the most uncertain statement of all comes from the final line. However, because of colleges and universities may set their own criteria for admissions and financial aid, it is possible that students could encounter obstacles in some cases. And as you know, we have been told by Mayor Slay and by the news media that our concerns have been addressed and that we have nothing to worry about. I guess they have chosen to ignore the words of uncertainty.
My job here is to deconstruct Mayor Francis Slade's apology letter to the St. Louis Public School students. In his apology, he states that the students of the public school districts revealed an appointment letter which stated that Mayor Slade would meet with us to discuss our demands. The letter stated that the appointment was scheduled at approximately 4:45. We did not receive this letter until 4:55. He did not give us enough time, me and my peers, to discuss what we wanted to do. By the time we finished discussing it, Mayor Slade left the building and went on vacation. Secondly, Mayor Slade attempted in his letter to assure us that we should not be disqualified from colleges or scholarships. But as my fellow student showed you, even DESE have not provided us with such assurance. Thirdly, Mayor Slade so-called apologized with saying, in quotes, "I have struck my staff to treat you with respect," end quote. This is not an apology, because a good mayor takes full responsibility for all good and bad things on his or her watch. And finally, Slade states that he wanted a school district that gives every student a good chance at a good education, which this is not true also. If this statement was true, then Mayor Slade would not put a single student at risk and lose a scholarship or a chance to college. No good parent would stand for that, and no good mayor would stand for that. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Kelly Frazier, and I attend Sodan International Studies High School.
My name is Alexandria Weathersby. I'm a senior at Southern International Studies High School. In the article published in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch state, if students meet the academic requirements, they will not be affected by the loss of accreditation. But a letter that the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education wrote, they stated that students may encounter obstacles in some situations. So this is solid proof that the state has contradicted themselves in promising us that our future college education will be affected by the state takeover in our school district.
In the article, it says that the adults who are involved in the sit-in are the protesters. But that is incorrect. The students are the protesters and the adults are our support. In the article, it also states that we don't want the accreditation to be taken away until the end of the school year. In addition to that, we don't want it taken away at all. The article also states that we are being abused by adults and that what we are looking for is publicity and the opportunity to pressure the state board. These accusations are not true. We are sick and tired of hearing that. We are not being manipulated by adults, and to be honest, we feel that this is insulting. We can stand on our own 2 feet and talk for ourselves. I will leave you all with this quote. A setback is a setup for a comeback.
Good afternoon. My name is Donovan Jackson, D-O-N-O-V-A-N-J-A-C-K-S-O-N. I attend Gateway Institute of Technology High School, and I'm a junior. I have with me a copy of the Danforth Freeman Report, and basically what this is a drafted proposal of a plan that would be put into effect should the state take over. There are a lot of problems with this report. For one, throughout this entire document, there's nothing about how they plan to run our academic program or improve our education. That's their reason for saying that why we need to be taken over. It's because we fail on tests. We perform. I'm sorry. All right. On the 17th tab, it talks about budget cuts. In the first year, they want to cut $23 million. That's the same amount that Confluence Academy was purchased for. The second year, they want to take away $9.9 million. In the third, about $12 million. The fourth, $43 million. Then all of a sudden, in the fifth year, we have an $84 million surplus, which is 25%. Now, I'm not an accountant, but I don't understand how you can take away tens of thousands of dollars for a 4 year straight, and then all of a sudden, you have 25% more than what you started off with. Their plan calls for cutting staff and buildings aggressively. This will lead to smaller class sizes, which has been a proven method of educational and academic failure. They want us to seek forgiveness for a $17 million debt that was caused by Roberti, the person they appointed. And not only that, they owe us and other districts $123 million for the DSED program. In conclusion, there is no proof supporting that this has been proven to work. They tried with not the same plan, but they tried with Wellston and they tried with Kansas City. It didn't work. Why would it work with us?
Good afternoon. My name is Erica Simpson, E-R-I-C-A-S-I-M-P-S-O-N, and I attend Metro High School. Although we the students have gotten this far, there are still things that are yet to be done. We've been told by Dr.
Elementary and secondary education that he would like to meet with us. We agreed to this meeting and it will take place on Wednesday, March 21st, 2007. Our main reason for agreement is, one, even though we wanted an apology from Francis Slade for the treatment that we received after our meeting, we still have not received one. We have come to the realization that our issue is bigger than the inability of Francis Slade to apologize. We cannot afford to wait any longer, especially considering he is set to return from vacation on Wednesday, the day before the final vote of the Education Committee for the state of Missouri. Two, the statement from DESE raises more questions than it answers. And finally, three, Kent King is a person that is qualified to ultimately decide 5 of our 10 demands. So on Wednesday, March 21st, 2007, we the students will assemble on a bus for a meeting with Dr. Kent King in Jefferson City.